Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Trivia Night on yet another beautiful Monday. That's right, camera's a little low tonight, but it's Monday again. Let me see some TGIMs going in chat. Let's get them, folks. If you're hyped up for trivia, if you're hyped up to win that 50 sweet dollars, let's go. Give me some TGIMs. And as always, we'll be doing it on Kahoot. So download it. It's easier for you. You hear me? You don't have to. You can do it on a browser. But make it easier on yourself and download it. But what's up, everybody in chat? We got Andy Johnson and we got Blue Crab. We got Jody. Holy Black Forest back in the house. Sarah. Jake Keen. Germ. Let's go. Germ throwing in that TGIM. Dangus, as always, in here. And folks, 162 subscribers. You're starting early tonight. Early and often, I hope. Macro Mind Gaming. Buy me a gift card if I win. That's all I ask. All right, brother. I got you. We got you. What'd you all think about the... You like the little starting soon screen? Give you a little something to listen to while you're waiting, at least? A little fancy, right? TGIM, let's go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, how was everybody's Monday? How'd y'all do today? Did you get into anything good? I'm assuming a lot of folks were working today. Very nice waiting room. Kels, Laura's playing tonight. Let's go. That's what we like to see. We love when new people coming in here. Might get a new champ. Who knows? But also, folks, I don't know if you saw, I went live this weekend. Mike Consoli, thanks for those compliments, my brother. With me, of course, Kel says. But I went live this weekend. I did some gaming. But because I wanted to try, we're going to start doing multi-streaming. We're going to go live on YouTube and Twitch. Because, get this, you guys can give me free money. You don't have to pay a single dollar. Because on Twitch now, even when you're a little small fry like myself, you can use your Twitch Prime, which is for free. Marcus. The moral of the story was I tried to multi-stream this weekend and I failed. But I figured it out. So multi-stream's coming soon. El Cooler in the building. We are so back. But yeah, that was the moral of the story. I figured it out. Hold on. Logging into Kahoot. Holy Black saying, what up, Marcus? Fitted Media in chat. Let's go. Here for the good vibes. Hey, you might be here for the vibes, but you might get a win. Okay, bam. But, yeah, because check this out. I got a new plugin. I'll show it off to y'all. Whoa! Look at that. Now I can see it all. I can see freaking when we get Twitch going. We can see when YouTube's going. The whole 9 yards. So look for that in the future. So like I said, it's just free money. It's free real estate. Macromind, let's go. El Cooler, big W. Y'all want me to make you a pin? I have a feeling you do. Let me double check real quick. Let me make sure there's no errors. Because that would be a nightmare. Love the waiting screen. Big improvement. Can't wait to vibe with my boy Jackson. Holy Black himself. All right, I think we are good to go. But yeah, like I was saying, it would be an absolute nightmare. A nightmare if I had a question in there that was inaccurate. I'll say I think there's some really easy ones this week. But then there's a couple that are more difficult, but we'll see. All right, I think we are looking good. If y'all want to pin. Matt in here. Germ. I second Dangus. Waiting screen is mint. Zay. Suspicious lines. Oh, cooler. It's going down. Let's go on and let's grab a pin for y'all. Bam. And just like that, the pin is created. Go ahead and grab that. We'll throw her in chat. Zay. Matt says, have you recovered from the tomatoes? Hold on. I'm taking the pin off the screen for a minute. I forgot to mention that. You guys, I'll never forgive you for that. And I will never recover, okay? Those tomatoes were terrible. Zay says, not going to play today, but I'll give answers. Come on, everybody. Filter on in. Zay, I got to give you something. I need to come by and drop off something for you. And friggin' tell your mother to fix her phone. Or she's in big trouble. Let's go, folks. Pile on in. Keener. R. Mercier. David, Andy J. Silly Billy. JJ. Addie. 80s Pop Girl. Lil Eek. Fuzz. Red Fleece. Dangus. Antareep. Who else we got down here? We got Jody. G Money getting in quick. G Pack back at it again. Robin. Cinders. 213. Wendy. Garrett Pete's. Tippy Toe. Some Pig Fig. El Cooler. Paulie Black. Papa P. CJ Salty Possum. Red Fleece Ollie Cat. I Am Sampa is back. Sampa, we're keeping an eye on you. The Blue Crab getting in there. I have a feeling that is not the real Sampa, everyone. We got 30 folks here tonight. Stream health is looking lovely. Macro Mind getting in. Again, everyone, make sure you are live. Anybody who's new, here's the deal. You want to answer as quickly as humanly possible because you want to get as many points as possible. And also, I'll know you're cheating if you don't answer quick. And if you win $50. McMillan LaFufu! Looking for a back-to-back. 34 people in here, folks. I think I'm feeling we got 35 in here. But we'll start soon. Do not fear. Taco. Swims with Loons. 36. Give it another couple few minutes. Sarah in there. Back to 36. 37. We're damn near a class participation record. I think our record is 42 for class participants. Kels. 38. Jesse gets in there, makes it 38. Silly Billy gets back. We're up to 40. Charlie in the box. All right, I think that might be the number, folks. Some Pig Fig back in it. 41. All right, we'll give another 30 seconds. How about? We'll give another 30 for any stragglers. And because that's the other thing about the waiting screen, I figure, you know, give some people to filter in early. You know, it kind of reminds them to get in and get ready. All right, looks like 41 was the number. Once we get back to 41, we'll fire it back up. Or we'll just fire it up to start with. I haven't even fired it up yet. What the hell am I saying? 37, we're dropping people. I don't want anybody getting lagged out. Macro Mind, I missed your message. How often do you stream? So we stream Trivia Night every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope you come back. Stop by anytime. But also, I'm going to start streaming more. But for Trivia Nights, we got that down pat. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Show up and hang out. Learn something, maybe win some money. All right, we're back to 40. Do we want 41? 40, 41, 40, 41. Going once. Enchanted. Oh, I missed Enchanted's message too. Enzays. I've been in a flare. Can I get right? I'll have to stop by and friggin' get it done for you. Hey, you need to get her a new number or you're in trouble, Zay says. All right, 41, folks. I think that's the number. Let's go ahead and pause the music so you guys can lock in. And shall we begin? Give us a little Kahoot Valium. All right, I think we're ready, folks. Macromind says, I will. Germ. I'm feeling Sampa vibes. 42! We have tied our record, folks, and with that, let's go ahead and fire it up. Kahoot! November 17th, 2025. Begins with the question of what animal is in the Lamborghini symbol? A horse, a bull, a ram, or a tiger? The Lamborghini emblem. Which animal is in it? Get them answers in, folks. Come on. It is a bull, folks. How'd we do on that leaderboard? Andy J getting in quick. Followed by Tippy Toe, L Cooler, Mike C, and G Money. All with some nice quick answers. We love to see it. And of course, this is the Lamborghini symbol. The Porsche has a horse. Ferrari's a horse, right? Yeah. Those are probably the ones that people were thinking of outside of the Lamborghini. But make sure you're live, and let's get another one. Who is the CEO of OpenAI? Jeff Bezos, Sam Altman, Peter Thiel, or Sam Bankman-Fried? OpenAI. ChatGPT, if you will. Who is the CEO? Bezos, Altman, Thiel, or Fried? Fried, not fried. You guys got it. It is Mr. Sam Altman. How'd we do? Okay. Annie J, Tippy Toe, Pete's, Mad Dog, and R. Mercier rises up. All right. It's a battle tonight, folks. As always. This is Mr. Sam, but there's also, for those who don't know about him, there's a conspiracy that he was involved in I guess you could call him a whistleblower. Not necessarily. I think they say that to make the conspiracy sound cooler. But it was a guy who was in a copyright dispute with OpenAI. He allegedly killed himself, but under certain, the circumstances were a bit suspicious. And people have posturized that, or hypothesized, that Sam had something to do with that. The timing seemed a bit off. But make sure you're live, and let's keep it moving. Which of these tech companies acquired LinkedIn? Microsoft, Palantir, Apple, or NVIDIA? LinkedIn was acquired by which of these companies? Microsoft, Palantir, Apple, or Nvidia? You guys got it. It was Microsoft in the year of 2016, I believe. Oh, Tippy Toes narrowly. Got just a little bit quicker than Andy on that one, but Mad Dog. Sean comes shooting up. Fuzz back at it. Okay. Microsoft, they paid, from my research, $26.2 billion with a B. That's a bunch of money. But folks, make sure you're live, and let's keep moving right along. What app is this? This symbol that is displayed on the screen currently. Is it Tumblr, Blue Sky, Sora, or Threads? What is this? The I don't know, what'd you call it? A mascot or a symbol? What symbol for which app? Tumblr, Blue Sky, Sora, or Threads? Oh, it was a tight, some hard decision making, but it is Sora, which in Japanese means sky, I believe. Oh, El Cooler comes shooting up. Tippy Toe, still at it. Jody, Mad Dog, Andy J still holding on. Charlie in the Box grabs 14 spots on that one. Little fun fact about Sora. It achieved 1 million downloads within 5 days of the initial iOS launch, outperforming ChatGPT's initial debut. And it's pretty wild, that stuff. It's getting too good. It's sketchy. With that, let's keep it moving, though. An epitaph describes the text on a headstone of ancient Egyptian writing, a note at the end of a book, or a medical warning. Sean says, I'm the king of missing the 50-50s. You know what they say. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. An epitaph. What is it? That's right. It's a phrase on a headstone, usually a saying. It's not like the inscription itself of the name, I don't think, but specifically a phrase written on there. Vern, this shit's hard. Is this one a hard one? I think there's some easy ones coming, Kels. So lock in so you can answer quick and get as many points as you can. Oh, Jody. Red Fleece gets on. Paulie Black gets onto that leaderboard. Macro Mindset agrees with Kels and Forrest. Forrest, listen, it's not over. We're barely even started. You got a lot of questions to make a comeback. But Tippy Toe, Andy J, Jody, Red Fleece, and Paulie Black. Now, well, this is not a fun fact, nor an epitaph, I don't think. Here's an interesting headstone. Like, who knows this shit, Cal says. This is the headstone of a man named Gay Ludwig Hitler. Bit of an interesting name, you know. He didn't get to pick it. Fate and his parents decided on that. So we can't blame him. But, folks, make sure you're live. And let's get another question. A pair of ones when rolling dice. Deuces, peanuts, snake eyes, or Dottie? What do you call it when you roll a pair of ones? Deuces, peanuts, snake eyes, or Dottie? Macromind says easy. Four said, oh my God. I assume that was about the old, holy guacamole, folks. I told you there might be some easy ones where you can answer quick and get a bunch of points. That's the key. You got to stay locked in and be ready. An unfortunate, just, you know, you can't know them all, right? But how did everybody do on the quickness? Oh, Cinders 213 grabs a couple spots on that one. Paul narrowly edging out Paulie Black at the moment by a mere 4 points. Jody, Andy J, and Tippy Toe within 200 points. And the whole leaderboard itself within 600 points. Red was 2, I believe. Macro Mind says. And I don't have a fun fact about snake eyes, but in craps, where you most often would see a snake eyes, it's usually bad unless you bet on it pacifically. Most likely you're going to lose if you roll 2 ones. There's not many circumstances where it's a good thing. It's usually a negative connotation. And with that, folks, let's keep it moving. Koalas primarily eat Australians, bamboo, eucalyptus, or willow bark. What is the primary diet of a koala? Australians, bamboo, eucalyptus, or willow bark? Macromine says, wait for the rest of the answers to get in. He said it was red and no one believed him, and it was wrong, but it was eucalyptus. That is what they're known for there. So I don't think they eat nearly anything else. And maybe in like dire situations, but I'd be doing that leaderboard. Oh no! What? This must be a tight bunching for that to make such a change in points. Andy J takes number 1 spot. Jody, Cinders 213, Paulie Black, and Red Fleece. You guys are, I think you're all pretty tight. Is it pandas that eat bamboo? It is the pandas. That's their thing. And MacMine says eucalyptus is highly poisonous. Also a fun fact about koalas, if you didn't know, they can have chlamydia. So always wear gloves when interacting with one. Believe it or not, they can get chlamydia. And I think it's actually fairly frequent amongst the koala population. I need some more questions about tech companies. Hey, maybe there might be some more. We'll see. Is the next one? Which of these countries is not in Africa? Senegal, Guyana, Malawi, or South Africa? Which one of these countries is not in South Africa or in Africa? Senegal, Guyana, Malawi, or South Africa? Oh, what we got some people trolling, doing a little bit of trolling in here. It is not South Africa, but it is Guyana, which is in South America. Oh, man. Jody takes number 1 spot. Red Fleece. Sean gets back on the leaderboard. But then Paulie Black and Cinders, 213, also grab 1 spot. I got a 50-50 right. I did pick some kind of some fringe, some niche names that sounded not quite African there. That was a little bit of a devious one. But it is in South America, Guyana. And it is actually the only English-speaking country in South America. But they do, it's like the official language, and it's used in government, formal, education, all that sort of stuff. But there is also like Guyanese Creole, I believe it's called, which is more of like people speak that as well. Michael says, I learned about that in school. Well, hey, looks like schooling's paying off. But folks, make sure you're live, locked in, and ready to answer this next question. Which is, who is this? Brad Pitt, Steve Buscemi, Willem Dafoe, or Hugo Weaving? Who is this? Brad Pitt, Steve Buscemi, Willem Dafoe, or Hugo Weaving? And the answer is, okay, you guys got it. This was, I wanted to do a bit of an easy one, but this is a new category. At least one question a week, we'll have one like this going forward. Because I think these ones are interesting, Show a portion of the face of somebody famous and see if you can decipher who it is. So I figured to start you off with a bit of an easier one. A bit of an iconic man, Willem Dafoe. Okay, leaderboard stays the same on that one. Jody on an 8-answer streak. Folks, anybody who's new, Jody's been grinding for a while. This might be the week. But Red Fleece, Cinders 213, Paulie Black, and Sean might have something else to say about that. Dreamclaw, the Green Goblin himself. Little fun fact, here's the full photograph. Willem, he's actually a dual citizen with Italia. I believe his wife is Italian. So he has a dual citizenship. And he spends a lot of time in Rome, from what I've heard. Kind of cool. With that, though, let's keep it moving. Traditional boba pearls are made from brown rye, tapioca, bamboo, or gelatin. Boba, bubble tea. What are them little balls made out of? Brown rye, tapioca, bamboo, or gelatin? You guys got that one too. See, I mix them up. You know, we had a couple easy ones, a couple hard ones, a couple easy ones. Macromind says he knew who Willem was, but not his name. But let's take a look at that leaderboard now. Oh no! Who did we just lose? Red Fleece. We got Cinders 213 grabs a spot. Sean grabs a spot. Paulie Black, and then we got Charlie in the box grabs a spot on that leaderboard. All right. Freaking vicious competition tonight. Little fun fact: tapioca. It's an extract from roots, or it is extracted from roots of the cassava plant, used as a thickening agent or a gluten-free flour alternative. Freaking hair, I can't. It's like stuck in my eyebrow. Anyways, shall we proceed? We should. All right, let's do it. What letter is this in ASL? T, U, L, or K? In American Sign Language, what letter is this? T, U, L, or K? I don't know why I got stun locked by how I phrased that. Ooh, that's it. We had almost even guesses across the board, but believe it or not, that's a U. No clue. What'd that do to the leaderboard? I'm afraid to see. Oh snap! Okay, Cinders grabs a spot from Jody there. Some Pig Fig comes rising up. Sean and Paulie Black. I Am Sampa grabs a couple spots on that. Let's take a peek at a little fun fact. Kels, do not tell me that. You're not hanging in 40th place. You better not be, at least. You better lock in. But ASL, it's not a universal language, which, you know, you might think that. I kind of thought that. I thought it was a universal language. That it was like, this is sign language, but there's a British sign language, there's a French sign language, and they all have different grammar. Macromind says he's in 39. Just here for the laughs. They speak American. Well, hey, Macromind, look out. Kels is coming for that 39th spot. You better watch yourself. Folks, we're just halfway through. There's a lot of time. Keen says he's down in 42 with Kels. RTR is 550, Pete says. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. Germ says I'm moving on up. 8 spots, baby. Well, Keen, Kels, Macromind, Germ, lock in. This next question might be yours. In 1863, Abe Lincoln made this official holiday: 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Crimbus? Dude. Hey, mods, ban Garrett Pete's out for a minute. If you can. Give him a minute. Take a lap. Get him. Mods, get him. Forrest, this is hard as heck. But folks, it is Thanksgiving. It is indeed Thanksgiving, folks. Lucky guess. Forrest Gump. And how are we doing that leaderboard? Paulie Black comes shooting up. Charlie in the box as well. Jody, some Pig Fig. Tippy Toe gets 7 spots on that. All right, it's still very, very close. Jody still within striking distance, an easy 400 points. Some Pig Fig, not much more behind that. I thought it was the Pilgrims did that. 34. Macro grabs a bunch of spots on that one. But yeah, well, speaking of the Pilgrims, I guess the Lincoln's decree, it marked a success of a long, campaign from Sarah Josepha Hale to make Thanksgiving a national holiday. Prior to then, it wasn't. And then Abe, during the Civil War, said, y'all listen up. You better start thanking whoever you're going to thank for everything you got. And I guess Sarah, she was a big proponent of Thanksgiving. And also, fun fact, she was born in New Hampshire. Kind of cool. But, folks, lock in. Looks like we might have a high scoring night tonight. It seems like people are getting a bunch of answers. So, and quick. Let's take a peek at this next one. This boxer has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, or Floyd Mayweather? Which of these boxers has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, or Floyd Mayweather? Which is it? You guys got it. The greatest, as they say, Muhammad Ali. Oh snap! Who did we just lose? Was that Paulie Black dropping out? But Charlie in the box grabs second from him. Jody gets up there. Mike C gets onto the leaderboard though. David, we got David locking in down low. Gets 9 in a row. Another 50-50 for Sean. He was born in Louisville, Kentucky. See, Laura, she knows her trivia. Friggin' the Brainiac. Start listening to Laura. Paulie Lex says no. But also another fun fact about that is his is the only star that's not in the walk. It's on the wall because of the name Muhammad. It would upset the Islamic faith itself. It's an assault of it. They would say you're not supposed to do anything to degrade the name of Muhammad. So they put it on the wall so people can't walk on it. But with that, folks, make sure you're live, locked in, and let's get another one. What was the first movie to reach $1 billion? Jurassic Park, Titanic, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or Avatar? The first major motion picture to reach $1 billion. Jurassic Park, Titanic, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, or Avatar? Oh, folks, it was Titanic back in 97. How'd that do to the leaderboard? I'm afraid to see. Oh, Jody gets back in a second. Mike C. Charlie drops a couple spots. Some pig fig. Okay. G-Pack starting to heat up. Macromine gets, I think he might have lost that 50-50. But G-Pack, look out, folks. Coming for the leaderboard. Little fun fact. The film cost approximately $200 million. So a good return on investment, but that was more than the cost of the original Titanic. Tangus, you better not say that. Tangus says, I don't even want to be around anymore. Guys, say something to cheer Dangus up in chat. Our most bestest of moderators of all time. Dangus, lock in. Everyone says you got this. All right, folks, make sure you're live. And let's get another one. What is the last letter in the Greek alphabet? Zeta, theta, omega, or sigma? Look how great this chat is. Cheering everybody up. Whoa. I just bonked my knee pretty good. Michael says, I know Greek. Zeta, theta, omega, or sigma? Okay, for some reason I thought the 2 was what everybody was the... I thought only 2 people got it correct. But Zeta, I feel bad for putting that one. That was a bit tricky. Because in our friggin' alphabet, Z is the last letter, but omega is the last in the Greek alphabet. How do we do? Oh, Jody takes back the #1 spot. Still, Cinders 213. What did I say? I had a feeling G-Pack was firing up that leaderboard. Red Fleece gets back on there. McMillan grabs 8 spots. I think Forrest is spelling something in ancient Greek. Fee, fi, fo, fee, fi, fo, fum. You pranked me. Wait, is that wait a minute. Am I dumb, or is that why the Cyclops says that? Or no, that's a giant thing. I'm a retard, sorry. I got pranked for a second. I thought maybe it was actual Greek. A little fun fact. The alphabet existed in various regional forms until the Ionic variant was adopted as standard in Athens in the year 403 BC. It's probably not connected unless... But yeah, alpha, beta, theta. Where is zeta? Zeta's actually like in the middle, or I don't know where is it? Somewhere. Or maybe I made it. Oh, there it is. Right there. I was going to put Omicron as an answer just because it sounded funny, but that didn't. Epsilon, that's a cool one. Okay, make sure you're live and locked in. And let's get another question. AC/DC was formed in which country? The USA, Australia, England, or South Africa? AC/DC. World-renowned AC/DC. Was it the USA, Australia, England, or South Africa? Oh no, folks, it was Australia. I'm afraid to see what this is going to do to the leaderboard. Oh man, this could be a big switch up. How'd we do? Okay. All right. Antareep. Grab 6 spots on that one. You're safe for now, leaderboard, but I don't know. 50-50 win. Sean grabbed a win on that one. That's a big point swing right there. Little fun fact about AC/DC. If you were to speak to an Australian who was a fan of AC/DC, you might hear him call them Akadaka. That's what they, it's a loving nickname they have for AC/DC. Akadaka. But with that, folks, we're getting into the final stretch now. So this is, you got to lock in. That's all I got to say, okay? Because you want to try to get as many points as possible once the rankings actually come out. Which, this week, actually, not to get everybody's off unlocked in, but I'm making the website, which will be hosting the rankings. So, but let's continue. What flag is this? Tanzania, Bahamas, Scotland, or the Philippines? Which country's flag is this? Tanzania, Bahamas, Scotland, or the Philippines? And the answer is Tanzania. I honestly feel a little bit bad about putting Bahamas because the color scheme is actually pretty similar, if I remember correctly. Where's the sub counter? It's on the main screen. What do you want me to check it? 164 subscribers, folks. What the hell? Cal says, fuck you, throwing us off. You guys are going crazy with the subs. But folks, let's take a peek at that leaderboard. Oh, snap, G-Pack. Hunting down Jody. All right. Nothing else changes on the leaderboard at the moment, but I fear for you guys. I think right here, I think we got a lot of people right on your heels. Little fun fact. Tanzania is the home of Mount Kilimanjaro. Look at this beautiful picture. How pretty is this picture? I feel like these giraffes look photoshopped in. I feel like it might be a stitched picture, but it looked really cool, so I put it up there. Yeah, it's home to Mount Kilimanjaro. Jerm says AI. It might actually be, but it just looked too cool. It's not put it in. But yeah, it's the tallest mountain in Africa. And actually, somebody in chat, or I don't know if he's in chat, but climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. But with that, folks, we're getting down to the end. Lock in. What country is this? Turkey, Bolivia, Egypt, or Chad? Did you know giraffes in different places have different patterns? I did not know that, Forrest. Like, you can kind of tell by their patches where they're located from. That's right, folks. It is Egypt. This is another formatted question I might start doing. Macron says, I know countries. So I did a bit of an easier one. Egypt's somewhat pretty iconic of a shape. How'd that do to the lead? Oh, snap! G-Vac narrowly takes the lead from Jody at the moment. Cinder's right on the tail. Red Fleece, Mike C. Antareep still locked in. All right, we got, it's freaking tight. A little over 1,000 from first to fifth. First to second is under 100. So, guess exactly, Forrest says. That's kind of interesting. You can determine where they're from based on their spots. Ask some questions I know. Damn it. Germ says. All right, I'll try. Maybe these last couple. These last ones are for Germ, hopefully. Little fun fact. Egypt is the most populous Arab country with a population of around 110 million people. It is the most populous of the Arab nations. But, folks, we've only got a couple more questions left, so lock in. What is elote? Is it a burrito? Is it barbecue? Is it corn on the cob? Or is it a hummus platter? Elote. It's a popular street. You'd get this from a street vendor quite often. Is it a burrito, barbecue, corn on the cob, or hummus platter? That's right, folks. You know your street food. It's corn on the cob. Macron says, dang it. Add that two to the leaderboard. Oh, Jody snags the first place spot from G-Pack. Sean gets back on the leaderboard. Mad Dog, look out. Imagine a last second win shooting in from not even on the leaderboard. Okay. This is a friggin' fight to the end. Elote, it's a Mexican street food. Grilled corn covered with a mayo sauce, coated with chili powder and other toppings. Quite popular. But folks, this may be the last question, I believe. So, get your answers ready. Marcus Orr. I've had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. Marcus, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. And same with Macro Mind. I'm glad you came by too. I'm jazzed up. But all right, let's grab this question, which is, Shel Silverstein wrote which one of these books? The Giving Tree, Horton Hears a Who, Twilight, or Goosebumps? Shel Silverstein. Did he write The Giving Tree, Horton Hears a Who, Twilight, or Goosebumps? Okay, I got out. Y'all remember your childhoods. I like it. It was The Giving Tree. So let's get a fun fact about Mr. Shel Silverstein, which is Shel. He also wrote a song for Johnny Cash, A Boy Named Sue. Kind of a cool little tidbit of info, right? But folks, I think anywhere we slice it, from the looks of it, I think we have a new champion tonight. Potato Huck's a sad book. And I'd like to see. Let's take a look at that podium. And in third place, folks, with 11,839 is Cinders 213. In second place with 12,097 is G-Pack. And in first place with 12,289 points is Jody. Holy guacamole. And Mike C and Sean in fourth and fifth. Holy frig, folks. Jody! G-Pack narrowly. Just pushing Jody to her limits. Force GG's. Or Jody, that is the. I think if Jody falls, you are a woman, right? Or is that a male? Is that a man? I don't know you, Jody, actually. I just know you're here all the time, and I love that you're here. German till next Monday, Mitchie. Great round, Mike says. What did Danga say? Shell Silverstein does not look how I want him to look. Dangus, I actually feel like he looks a little bit like you. Shell Silverstein does not look how I want him to look. At least Jody is real, Jay Keene says. Folks, what a competitive night. Y'all were freaking killing it. The woohoo, finally, Jody says. Jody, I think I might make you take the money tonight. El Cooler, good game, y'all. I will study for trivia now. I like to hear it. Very rusty. The Cooler Killer himself. A former champ, everybody. He's no slouch. He had an off night. Force a spin. You can't make him take it. You weren't going to have a choice. I want that cash. That's what I like to see, Jody. The sad face. Womp. Hey, that's okay. You guys, okay, listen. You guys had an amazing, torturous spin last week, okay? Which I'll never forgive you for. Matt, if you're still in here. I will never forgive you for that. I still have freaking nightmares and night sweats about it. But Jody, do you have the Instagram? Do you want to contact me on the Instagram with your payment details? Either it was amazing. You're welcome, Matt says. You're walking that fine line again, Matt. I'm going to get Dangus to give you a minute timeout. You should still do something cool for us to end stream. Last week's spin was a movie. Do a flip. We should do a flip stream one day. Yeah, do a flip. Because I've never been able to do a standing backflip. Like, I have the ability. Like, you don't even need to be able to jump that high. Like, there's people who can jump a lot lower than me who can do a backflip. I just have that block. Cindy, third place. Best I've done so far. That's what I like to see. The, do you like ketchup? Honestly, I do like ketchup. But you can't, there is no, not at all. There is no argument that can be made that I should like tomatoes because I like ketchup. Do a straw flick. I showed Peach one of my tricks. One of my magic tricks the other day. What about ranch? I like ranch. GeoGuessr? No, so I would... Well, folks, I started... I don't know if you saw, or if you've heard of the game Dispatch. I played that yesterday. And, I want to see the magic... It's not actually a magic trick. I'll go grab a straw. But Mark says, first time playing tonight. Got 8th. That's a good rookie performance right there. We can get down with that. We got another contender in the room, folks. But yeah, I was playing this game Dispatch. It's not really like a game. It's a game, but it's more of like a story thing, and you pick your choices, and it has different outcomes. It's kind of fun. I'm going to stream it again on Saturday if anybody wants to stop by. And there's romance. We're romancing some of the people in it. Jody. Got a message from Jody. Hold on, Dangus, you want to see my sick straw trick? how sick this is. You ready? Look at this. The magic floating straw. Was that sick? I didn't have enough room. It was almost perfect. All right, now I just feel dumb. I can usually do it. It's supposed to go all the way in a circle and come back to me. Oh, no, I'm just an idiot. And I'm just lame. I don't want to be around anymore. Oh, no, Taco's unsubscribing. Is that money all over the floor? Just look at all this cash we got just sitting around. Just prop money. 165 subscribers. Holy guacamole. What are y'all saying? We're still sick. That's where the money from the winners comes from. Yes. But yeah, folks, about what I was going to say about the Twitch. I don't know if y'all heard that earlier when I was saying that. We're going to start multi-streaming. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can basically just give me a free $2.25 every month. It's free if you connect your Prime to your Twitch. And then maybe we can start bumping up, or we can start paying out the podium. Maybe. But I don't want anybody... Listen, stop the music. Stop the music. You listen, and you listen good. The only subscriptions on Twitch that I want are your free Amazon Primes. Do not do any paid subscriptions. Okay? Don't do that. Amazon Primes, free money. Just take the money from Bezos. He gives it away for free. Get the tunes back. Which, let me pull up the Twitch. If you guys want to, you can go and follow it. If you feel like it. It's just Vernon _. What is the highest score you can get on a question? I'm gonna start multi-streaming, so we can, if people want to watch on Twitch, they can. But then, so you can give me your free Amazon Primes. But like I said, no, I do not want you to use your real money. I just want, if you have a free Amazon Prime, just use that. No real money. You hear me? But I'll link this too. And then on Saturday evening, I'm going to stream playing Dispatch. And I'm going to try doing the multi-stream. So we'll be live on both. We'll be live on YouTube and Twitch. So you can watch on either one. And there's benefits to both, But folks, we got friggin' 4 subscribers tonight. Can you believe that? And for anybody, the subscriber count is, of course, for YouTube. What do we got? We got some text from productions. Folks, listen. We have a very talented, a very lovely, a very beautiful, gorgeous woman in chat. Okay? And not only those things, she's an extremely talented... Let me stop the music. She's an extremely talented singer. If you didn't know, her name is Jessie. Some of you might know her personally, but she's got a in Newmarket, New Hampshire, at the Stone Church. She's got a show coming up. So if you're around, when is it? Let me check out when it is. It's on Thursday night for anybody, if you're free and want a show to see an amazing performer. Or do I have Instagram signed in here? Because I know I could pull her up on Instagram. Ooh, am I logged in? Put the music back. But yeah, folks, anybody who's local in the NH, stop over by the Stone Church on Thursday evening. And also, because anybody who's been around for a little bit knows I've been scamming you guys a little bit, and I haven't done my stand-up that I owe you guys yet, which I will. Okay, I can't log into Instagram for some reason right now. Wrong password. All right, fuck you. But everyone must go to the show, Forrest says, and he's right. Jesse, you still in chat? Say hello to everybody, Jesse. I'm sure everybody's seen Jessie in chat. She is just an absolutely just sweet, sweet woman, honestly. She's always being so kind in chat, being so nice to everybody. Always on my side when you guys are trying to bully me. She's always got my back. She's hiding embarrassed. Yeah, Forrest has right. Her husband, on the other hand, that guy is a freaking menace. A menace to me and my bodily friggin' health. But, no, Jessie is awesome and an amazing singer. And I'm embarrassed because I had to sing in front of her one night during the other stream because I rolled karaoke. And I'm sure she got a good laugh out of it. She says thank you and we love you. But with that being said, folks, I think we might wrap up. I got to do some other stuff this evening. I wanted to do maybe a little bit of gaming. But Saturday, anybody who wants to come by Saturday, we'll be trying the multi-streaming. And honestly, listen, even if you don't like gaming, stop by just for a little bit. Because this dispatch game, I'm telling you, go check out the last stream if you have a minute. It's pretty fun. Because it's like you have different storylines. And there's a hot blonde chick and like a hot goth chick. And they both want to bang me. That's all I got to say, okay? They both want me bad. And we got to decide between the two. And honestly, right now, as far as the last episode of that game goes, it's looking like the emo chick is going to be the winner. Because the hot blonde chick did me dirty. But I'm sure that's not very interesting to hear about as we're not doing it at the moment. But yeah, stop by Saturday. Probably around 7. We'll be streaming that. And we'll be hopefully trying the multi-stream out. But folks, what a great night. I get so jazzed up. And I hope you guys get jazzed up. If folks, throw me some shreds in the chat. Throw me some shreds in chat before you go. Because I hope you all have a good week. And yeah, stop by just even for a little bit on Saturday. Around 7. I'll go live. Or it says, peace out. But no, I really appreciate everybody coming through. And like I said, we're going to try to keep getting better. Right now, I know I'm not a great entertainer. I know I got a long, long way to go. But you know what? We're going to get there. And all of y'all are going to see it happen. We're going straight to the top. Ain't nobody stopping us. But until next stream, which will be Saturday, I'm not lying to y'all. Or until, even if you don't want to stop by, next Monday's cool. All right? Give me one last shred. And we'll see you on Saturday or Monday. Peace, y'all.